Let's move on and let's talk about Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences now. The stock has seen a good year with a near 50% surge in their stock price, but the management plans to add about 1,800 beds in the next 2 years. How's the business momentum shaping up? What's the outlook for the second half? R. Bhaskar Rao, who's Chairman and Managing Director at KIMS, joins us now. Thanks a lot, Mr. Bhaskar Rao, for joining in. You know, the second quarter we did see occupancy come down as a proportion, but that's largely because the base increased as well. The third quarter, seasonally weak for the hospital industry. In light of that, what kind of occupancies should we expect in Q3 and Q4? And what is the expected, average revenue per occupied bed here?
So actually, whatever we have done in the quarter two, even though quarter three is weak, but we are still expecting the same growth because of the new facilities that we are adding. And we are confident the RPOPs also will definitely better than the existing because of the highly complicated cases which we are taking in a quaternary care. Definitely that will be able to help. Even though as you mentioned, the occupancy is not a number that ALOS, if operational efficiency improves, the average length of stay will come down. That will be able to improve the available of beds for more patients.
So would you like to put some numbers, sir, on the occupancy? The occupancy rate as of Q2 was 49.7. What could it average in the second half of the year, Q3 and Q4? And even the average revenue per occupied bed, which has been on an uptrend, currently stands at 38,200, 250, 260 thereabout. Can we hit 40,000 very soon?
So the important thing here is the occupancy will definitely, if you're able to take the existing beds, it may increase a little bit. But if you take the consolidated where we have put this QNRI and Nasik is operationalized, and if you take on the whole, it may be same or maybe a little less. So as on today, existing beds, definitely there will be an improvement, both the quarters in the moving forward. That's what we are expecting, even though it is a lean period. And the average revenue per operating bed also will increase to 30, maybe 40 we can able to touch.
All right. You know, some of the things that keep you stronger than some of the other players is your oncology and renal business, which is the specialization. So as a proportion of your overall sales, how much will that continue to grow at going forward in the next couple of quarters and as new facilities come on board?
See, basically what happened from day one when we started from the inception, we have been concentrating on 6 specialties. That is the cardiac sciences and the renal sciences, gastro sciences and orthopedics and neurosciences. Then initially the oncology was not there. Out of all these 5 things, and then what happened, all those things are equally growing. Whatever is the percentage that was going, nearly cardiac sciences were around 20%, neuro was around 10%, gastro was around 5-6%, and the renal was also 80%. Later on, when the diseases is increasing and the aging is increasing, we added oncology. As of now, we have in 2 units only oncology is running. There is in another 14 units we are going to add the oncology facilities. And the beginning, it was not, the women and child was not there. That also added about 3-4 years back. Women and child is also in multi-specialties is picking up. The growth from women and child and oncology will be much more than when compared to the other. But in spite of growing these 2 things, the dilution will not come into the other specialties. They also keep growing in the same pace. These are all the 5-7 branches where we are being very, very confident that these will continuously to grow. Wherever we go, and we are opening up the new branches in other areas, and definitely we are focusing all these areas.
Just a word on the RPOPs, you said they will touch 40,000 by when?
Maybe in the couple of quarters. See, this is not a predicted one. It all depends upon how the complicated cases that comes and moving forward. Now we are being more caring of the quaternary care. I am very confident because the oncology is going to take up in a big way in the next 2-3 quarters, and women and child also we are adding in few branches that also will take up that's why the growth will come from there. The ARPOPs will increase.
Sir, you are commencing two hospitals in Kerala in the current quarter, and then in Q4 you'll operationalize beds in Thane and the Bengaluru hospital. So there will be an increase in the overhead costs. Will you be able to maintain margins at 27 to 28%?
See, as of now, all of them have been boarded, most of them, and in spite maybe a little more we can able to add. I think we should able to maintain the margins.
Just a final question before we let you go, sir, and this is not on KIMS, but this is on another holding that you have, which is on the bourses. It's called Somdutt Finance Corporation, where you hold about 64% stake. The company, announced a rights issue with their second quarter results as well. I wanted your thoughts on what the plan for this business is going ahead. And this is at a time when a lot of these NBFCs or microfinance institutions are facing some sort of stress. So do you have an outlook on that?
See, basically the Somdutt Finance, what we have been, even before also we have been commented that one of my relative wants to start because he basically needs funding where to be able to help them, but that I may not be a very totally involved in that, and we have been put the right professionals there. They will grow on its own slowly, and also sometimes it may also if there is a requirement for the subsidiaries required funding, that also some bill discounting and other things may also help, but there is nothing to do with me full time I can able to spend on that.
All right,
it's just like an investment.
All right, we take
I know it is according to you, it is a stressed sector, but still the young people will be able to grow slowly. The stress will come. I always believe if you're able to understand the sector better and if you are not able to overstretch and you understand what is the NPAs and other things, as I was seeing on the before also. Right. And I don't think any business will have any problems. When most of the times we cannot able to say a sector is good, provided if you're able to do not be too greedy or should not expand too fast. That is the way we will be. Yeah.
Take that point. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us an outlook on your own business and your personal investment, which happens to be on the listed space itself. We wish you good luck for the next couple of quarters and also the expansion that you've embarked upon with a higher share of revenue coming in from women and child going forward. We